Good morning, guys. Captain Dylan Hubbard here inside Johns Pass at Hubbard's Marina. Little bit of a crazy morning view inside Johns Pass this morning. Not so cloudy, the clouds are finally clearing up. Not so rainy today, but we have some crazy weather. Check this stuff out right now. The pass is definitely a little bit angry. It is not even breezy. All that background noise you're hearing is just all these waves crashing. So normally when I'm out here on the jetty and this weather is all crazy like this, it's hard to hear me because of the wind. Today it's just hard to hear me because of all of these waves. The wave action is intense out here on the jetty. As you look up the beach, you can see how misty it is. All that mist is just different or just water molecules being mixed up from the waves. So as the waves crash, it gets that moisture up in the air, and it almost looks like it's raining right up and down the beach. But you can see all the way out the pass along the sandbar is all white water, and all that sand is being disturbed and then shot right across the pass. You can see this rip tide that goes from the north down to the south. So as that water rushes down the beach, it comes right over the edge of the jetty, and that rip just shoots right across the pass. So it's a real good opportunity to kind of see the rip. You can see where those waves are building up right there. So that's the current ripping around the end of the jetty. You can see that water flow with that foam right there, that water flowing into the pass. That rip is what you would want to be fishing. Obviously today, a little bit stirred up, a little bit hard to fish today, but on a normal day, that rip is not so rough, and that's where the bait is getting ripped down the beach, and those predator fish are hanging out on the edges of that rip, picking off the bait as it gets pushed into the pass. So real good opportunity to kind of get an idea of what these rips are doing. When it's a little rough, it's sometimes a good idea to go cruising around and learn your pass, learn the topography, and learn how those fish and bait get pushed around. But as far as the weather goes, guys, it is going to be a little bit nasty out there today, and it's going to start calming down a little bit tomorrow. But really, Christmas is where we see the big calm down, and then all of a sudden, really nice weather on the backside of Christmas, at least near shore. Near shore, we've got some good weather on the backside of Christmas. From Thursday until about Sunday, Monday, we have some nice weather. So that's the time you want to get out there and go fishing near shore on our 5-hour or 10-hour trips. That is your wave or your weather window for sure. And then it gets a little bumpy again there starting around Monday, Tuesday, we get another front. So as far as the 5-hour half day goes, that is your opportunity to join us starting Thursday through Sunday, Monday. I'd recommend Friday or Saturday look like great options to get out there and go fishing on our 5-hour half day or 10-hour all day. And then as far as offshore weather goes on our 39-hour trips or 39-hour trips and the 12-hour extreme trips, unfortunately the weather is a little bit more bumpy offshore. We're hoping those trips are not going to be affected, but we're definitely watching that weather very closely. That was a good example. You just saw it right there. When those waves are coming together in a triangle pattern, that's where you know there's a real bad current. And it's definitely a dangerous sign. Whenever you see waves doing that, you got this triangle wave effect. Never a good idea. Basically, it creates like an X. You can see the X created by the waves. Super dangerous currents whenever you see that. And that'll happen along the beaches, and that shows where the riptide is. In this case, it's an kind of an artificial riptide created by the pass and all that sand rushing down the beach. We're watching millions and millions of dollars in sand rushing into our pass right now. All this beach renourishment sand is that taxpayers have spent millions on funding is now just being wiped off the beaches and pushed into Johns Pass. Our crew spent all night last night working, trying to keep our slips open by prop dredging And that's the only way that we are able to stay in business, because all this beach renourishment sand just comes into Johns Pass so easily when the weather's like this. So we've got our work cut out for us, trying to keep those slips open and ready to fish on the backside of Christmas. Hopefully you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Thanks for tuning in and watching, and enjoy, guys. And we'll see you on the backside of Christmas. Remember, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too busy.